Hi Aries, thank you for joining me here. This is your relationship reading, and if you are first time joining this channel, I just want to let you know that on this channel I do two kinds of reading. One is like monthly reading, in depth, personal, it goes like deeper into your own situation, longer version. And then I do relationship reading, which focused on your energy and the person you are dealing with. It's a shorter version. So if you're not looking for this kind of, you can check out the monthly reading. Maybe you can get something out of it. Okay, all right. Okay, without any further delay, let's get into this. Let's see what's in your heart space. What do you want? Okay, what does Aries want? What's in your heart space? Okay, Four of Pentacles and reverse. What is driving you to want Four of Pentacles? Like, what is the driving force for this want? Why are you wanting Four of Pentacles? Judgment. Did this card came out few times? Okay, what's your advice from the spirit or universe, however you want to say? Page of Cups. What's your external energy? That means how you're showing up in this space or to this person. Okay, dear. Cool. Before I go to the other side, let's get one card for each. Four of Pentacles is the Chariot in reverse. How wonderful. Judgment. Give me a card for Judgment. Son of Pentacles in reverse. Page of Cups. Page of Cups. Just punch came out. Oh God. The Moon in reverse. You got three major arcana here: Chariot, Judgment, Moon. Okay, so now go to them. What does they want? The person Aries is dealing with. Ace of Wands in reverse. Okay, what driving them to want Ace of Wands? What is driving them to want Ace of Wands? Two of Swords in reverse. Okay. Their advice. is Hierophant. how they're showing up to you. What's their external energy? What is their external energy? Okay, 2 came out. One is Earth, Worm in reverse, and the Panther. Okay, and now I'm gonna get 1 card for each. Give me a card for Ace of Wands in reverse. I'm gonna take 1, so I'm gonna get this one. The Hermit in reverse. Lot of reversal for this reading. Interesting. Give me a card for 2 of Swords in reverse. Give me a card for 2 of Swords in reverse. Give me a card for 2 of Swords. The World in reverse. Back to back, major arcana. This is a big reading, Aries, I can tell, even though we haven't started the reading yet. Okay, give me 1 card for Hierophant. Son of Cups. Oh, Page of Cups. You also got Page of Cups. They also got Page of Cups. Wow. Let's see what's there. Alright, I'm intrigued now. Okay, let's see. Alright, so I think that what you want, that you don't want, with four of Pentacles here in reverse and Chariot in reverse, you don't want to hold any old grudges. You don't want to hold not only grudges but any kind of old belief in relation to this person. Like, you don't want to bring your past into this relationship. You want to start with a new perception. You don't want to hold, because you know that if you bring certain things from your own past experience, of course it gives you wisdom. It also gives you certain kind of trauma if you have not dealt with it properly. So you don't want to bring all these things to this relationship. I feel like this relationship, maybe it's a new budding relationship, but you are really looking forward to it, or you want to give a new, revitalize this old relationship that you are already having with this person. Whichever way you decided that, being stubborn, being, like me first, those kind of thing, certain kind of ideology, it's not gonna work if you really want to make this relationship prosper. But at the same time, you are not you are not jumping like a fool, here. You are getting your clears in thoughts in line, but you don't want to jump into it right away. You don't want to go for it right away. You want to go, you are kind of slowing down your Aries fireball. Maybe being in a Aries fireball did do certain kind of negative feedback before. So you are understanding what did not work in past, and and taking that experience, but leaving all this negativity. But at the same time, you don't want to jump into it like, oh, let's go, like that kind of excitement. You definitely want this, but you are not getting ahead of yourself. Because why you are doing that? Because I see that you have judgment. Judgment is like you gain a certain kind of spiritual understanding. You gain a certain kind of understanding of yourself and how you deal with life in general, and specifically in relationship. And you had gone through a lot of heartache and pain in before, not because of any particular reason, but I feel like with 4 of Pentacles in reverse, it basically because of your own excitement got me into trouble many times. So you are getting that understanding. You might have gone through a major healing, and you are understanding like how pacing is important in relationship. It's not just about attraction, frequency, vibing. It's also time and space. Everything is affected by time and space and pacing. Like what is the, like how fast you want to go or how slow you want to go. But at the same time, with Son of Pentacles, I really feel that you coming up as a very well balanced person when it comes to how to deal with like how to you might have got a lot of relationship wisdom through your past experiences, even though it hurt you, but it gave you a lot of understanding. It enhanced your relationship skills. Because with Son of Pentacles in reverse, you also know that you don't want to rush like chariot, like horse, like go for a full speed, but also you don't want to do like Son of Pentacles, which is like this pentacle thinks a lot, like is it gonna be okay, how I'm gonna, it's like a very, every step is filled with 10 thoughts. It's like a very Virgo energy, very calculative, very cautious. But you also know that you don't wanna, you definitely wanna curb your Aries fireball. At the same time, you don't wanna be too slow that you don't enjoy the process. So you see what I'm trying to say here. You are coming up is a very balanced, like that's what you actually at least want. You are coming off as very a person who understand, kind of, you're kind of taking your opposite sign Libra, kind of balanced. I want this, yes, but I'm gonna give this much 50%, this much 50%, not like all excitement 80%. And like you are understanding the pacing and the mixing of energy, how it is important. And you are also coming out as deer. Deer is earth sign, and deer is fragile uh, and agile, but at the same time very grounded. Deer is not like, not like, they can run very fast actually, but they also know how to just wander in the grass field and just eat grass and enjoy the day. You know what I'm trying to say. So you are coming up to them as very calm, like balanced, that's the word I'm getting, like balanced, not too calm, like calm as like a cold fish, and not like super excited like a firefly or fire ants. You are like, and you are also coming up as a very reliable person, that person that people can open up to. You are giving this person a space to come to you and open up. Because you are not, you are not putting yourself first and not seeing anybody else, which Aries can do very often, not in a bad intention, but it just because they get very excited and they just feel, oh, I want to do this, I want to do this, I want to do that, I want to show this, all of a sudden. And if you're not cautious, sometimes this I become, it pile up, and then it become a huge statue of self-ego. And you understood that from your past experiences, that is actually detrimental to your relationship. So you are coming up in a very calm, welcoming, balanced energy with the deer. And what they want Ace of Wands with Hermit in reverse. So I definitely feel that, I don't know whether you guys were together before or like this is a new thing, but you take it as it is, and I'm just reading your energy. I cannot tell all the details. But whatever happens, you both went through a lot of understanding of yourself. You understood through judgment, which is almost like a rude awakening, and they understood by Hermit. But now they are coming off as they they understood certain things about themselves, they understood where they stand, and they definitely want to take this kind of very, they want to take this action towards this relationship, which is very much driven by true purpose, very much driven by passion. But they also holding it right now because they feel like maybe you are dealing with another fire sign on who has a lot of fire on their chart. It's like, but they also know, see, you guys both are kind of mirroring each other. They have Ace of Wands in reverse. They really have this passion. They know clearly what they want to do in this relationship, but they know this is not the time, because they also know that they came out of Hermit. So it's not that they are strolling, they are loitering and not doing anything. They coming out, that's what they want. They want to come out from this Hermit because they have understood certain things about themselves, and they want to take the action, but they also know this is not the time to go full force. Because why they are seeing like that? Because you see, there's a two completion, two of swords in reverse, and the world in reverse with the Hermit. So I feel like they really did understand a lot about themselves. They really understood. Maybe you can also deal with somebody who has hard time making a clear cut decision. Maybe Libra, stereotype example, right? But they do understand that something is coming to an end. Their understanding of themselves for this period is coming to an end. They are getting some kind of, they are understanding where they stand and where this relationship stand in their life. Because they are coming out of this indecisive nature. They are coming out, because that's why they have Ace of Wands. But Ace of Wands, in order to really activate Ace of Wands, everything has to be aligned. But they are in the process of doing that. But before that, they need to do certain things. And what they need to do, look at this. They have Panther and the Earthworm in reverse. So Earthworm is safe within their own territory, because they know they don't have much to do. They have not much to do. They can be harmed very easily, because Earthworm, if they walk on the concrete street, we are gonna step on it, and they are gonna be died. That's why they are always under the soil, making the soil more fertilized for grow. But they are always under. So this is also indicating this Hermit. So they went under, and to understand their own pattern, understand why they do certain things. Or not only that, just understanding their own inner knowledge. Sometimes we have to reflect a lot in order to really progress in life. We don't understand that very often, because in the society we live in, it's always about just projection, go. But where are you going if you don't know where are you going? So in order to know where are you going and what you're gonna do when you're gonna go there, that's needs reflection. They understood that, because they are coming out of that Earthworm, and they are becoming Panther. So Panther is like they are purging. There is certain thing they are purging. They are emotional purge. They have maybe they might be telling you about, showing their life that might not be quote unquote normal. There may be a lot of emotional hurt, emotional separation, but they are not fearful. They really trust you, because you are coming as a deer. You are giving them that space to trust you, and they are doing that, and they are purging. And then they know that after the purge happen, then they are going to be completely aligned, and then they can act on this Ace of Wands. Because that's why, and while they are purging to you, sharing their life to you slowly but very confidently and honestly, you also know, okay, yeah, this is not the time to go full force with Chariot. This is the time to give this space, allow this space to be more fertile for this relationship that is booming, or this next stage of your current relationship. Take it as it resonates, okay? So what we got, their advice is Hierophant and Son of Cups. You both got Son of Cups. So their advice is belief. Their advice, maybe they have they have trust issue. Maybe that's why they are purging. trusting, and there is, with Hierophant, I'm getting that universe is trying to tell them that independent is fine. Individuality we need self-independence, we need individuality. But when you hone that energy, only when you hone that to energy, when you are truly independent, then only then you are ready to submit yourself to others, because you know that you are not going to be lost, because you know your value truly, because you know where you stand for. When you are not true independent, then we feel like a commitment phobia. Oh, I'm gonna be lost. Oh, I'm gonna lose all my independence. Oh, I'm gonna lose all my freedom. Those fear comes from because you really don't feel independent enough within yourself. You don't feel self-sufficient enough within yourself. That's why you fear that anything that come in your way will take your freedom away, will take your independence away. But Hierophant telling them that no, with this process, more and more you are gonna know yourself. Nothing gonna take your independence away. Maybe you guys dealt with some kind of commitment issues. Maybe you are feeling that you do want to commit, but there is this fear of commitment, fear of losing freedom, fear of losing independence. So Hierophant is telling them that no, know yourself. Once you know yourself, nothing can take away your freedom, because you will not allow it to happen. But at the same time, Son of Cups is all about, expressing emotion, expressing love. You both need to express. Maybe right now you are I'm feeling like, even though you know that you wanna, maybe you are already in relationship, but right now in this moment I feel like you are kind of supporting each other more as a friend way. So Page of Cups, I'm thinking, if it is a purely romantic relationship that you are aiming for, show your love, show your emotion gradually. You guys are almost ready. Show that. And with you, the moon in reverse, I feel like that, don't get into your emotional turmoil. I feel like that's what you are letting go of in the first place. That's what you want to know, like all this past hurt. Oh, they did this to me, I did so much to them, but they did not return, and all these kind of things. Just don't get into all these things. Just take the knowledge from it, not the experience, not the residue of the experience. Take the experience. It's like, I always like this, like let's say a muddy water, you shake it, it's all mixed up like with dirt and filth, and then you put it in a glass and you leave it, and after half an hour, 1 hour, you see that all the mud are sedimented at the bottom and you see the clear water on top. So this is how we can take from our past experience. Take it, because every experience is actually happened to us because of a reason. We cannot forget it and just pretend never happened. That's where the trauma comes from. We need to deal with it, but we also need to deal with it in its own form. We need to see what is dirt, what is water. That's what the moon is saying, that express your love while you are opening this space for them and yourself, but don't get into that muddy water and not knowing what is what, where the clear water starts and where the mud begins. This differentiation, I think, with Judgment card, you kind of come to an understanding. So don't go back and make everything like a shaky again. That's what the universe is asking you to do. Alright, I think this is what I got, Aries. This is a really beautiful reading. Such a, it's like, it's not like a gigantic, all of a sudden spiritual awakening and you are like, you have a third eye on your forehead. I mean, not like, it's a very gradual, very human way of evolution of our own soul and understanding our reality that we deal with every day. Alright, Aries, if you like my energy, please do like, share, subscribe, leave a comment. I would love to hear from you guys. This is the way you can support the channel. Check out the bio, the description box, if you need some information or you want to support the channel other way. And I will see you next time, okay? Take care. Bye bye.